Okay, chat, we're gonna talk about the news. Welcome to the news, where I talk about the Transformers news from the past week or so. And we're just gonna talk about what's poppin' in the Transformers world. Starting with Duckaloos, which, if you watch my second channel at all, I made a video about these vinyl ducks called tubs. Well, it looks like they kind of have a competitor with what appear to be proper rubber ducks. I don't think these are vinyl toys. Called Duckaloos, and these are Transformers themed Duckaloos. What's interesting to me is that one looks way more based on G1 Prime. I guess it's probably based on like Rise of the Beasts Prime. But it looks so much like just G1, normal G1. And then one that looks so much like Bayverse Bumblebee. It's kind of funny, but yeah, these ducks are based on Transformers. I don't really have a strong opinion on these. I would not buy these, to be quite honest, but kind of funny that they exist. My dad has a Jeep and is a nerd like me. Yeah, what's up with the Jeep owners and the rubber ducks? I don't get it. Whenever I see a Jeep with a bunch of rubber duckies, I imagine them getting into a crash and the ducks flying all over in slow motion. All right, let's move on to our next piece of news. This is Reaction, Super 7's Reaction figures. They're doing blind boxes, which, man, I could care less. I'm gonna be so for real. Like, I think the concept of Reaction figures is really cool. Taking like newer figures or IPs and making them like these classic Star Wars, vintage Star Wars style action figures with a little bit of articulation, but kind of like a similar style. But man, the prices on these things, these are $15, which is $15, which is not terrible. But they usually sell non-blind box Reaction figures for like $20. They're smoking crack. And these figures look fine. I mean, I'm not gonna say they look bad. But yeah, I just have no interest whatsoever in something like this. I'm so much more interested in the tiny turbochargers right next to them. Please, I need some tiny turbochargers. There are some, Chase figures, of course. We got a Chase Optimus Prime, and then a very pink Megatron, which looks kind of cool. But yeah, I cannot express how little interest I have in these. Reaction still being a thing perplexes me. I don't know how they make money. I don't know who's buying these things. I frequent a lot of collector spaces. I keep tabs on a lot of different fandoms. I never see anyone talking about these Reaction figures. We got the mint green Leo Convoy repaint. I don't even know what this is for. New Legends Leo Convoy Legendary Green Lion version. Okay. It's a special green redeco for the Transformers 40th Selection T-Spark, inspired by his power-up mode seen in Beast Wars 2 and the Beast Wars Neo cartoons. Okay. So I guess when he powers up, he turns a bit green. Y'all mind if I get a little bit green? I think it looks cool. I like weird recolors like this, and this is kind of just a satisfying looking recolor. He's got the anime lion head. Yeah, he looks good. Diamond Bolt is definitely gonna buy this. Miku Convoy. Ah yes, the mint chip Leo Convoy. Alright, let's talk about the Missing Link Grimlock, and someone was asking me what I think of Missing Link in general. I think it's an amazing toy line. As a kid, I definitely imagined like a toy line, because I had some G1 figures growing up, and I'd be like, it's awesome if they made these but had articulation, because I love the toyetic look. The toyetic look is so cool to me. And the fact that Missing Link exists is so incredible. Like, the fact that it's real, like just something I really wanted to be real now is real, is really cool. Oh, it's cool. Oh, that's cool. They have the original G1 Grimlock right here. So this G1 Grimlock missing Link figure, to me, looks absolutely amazing. You know, he's got articulated fingers. He's got the rotating leg joints. Just so much more articulation than the G1 version. G1 Grimlock has a thing where his head kind of sits a bit too far back due to transformation. So they've added a sliding joint, I think, so he can push his head closer, make it look more proportionate, which is very cool. Yeah, I don't know. They cooked on this. I wasn't expecting Grimlock, but seeing him is very, very cool. My big thing about these is that I'm completely priced out. Like, I can't afford any missing Link figure. He looks so good, but with the price, I skip it. Yeah, that's unfortunately, yeah, that's a reality for me for missing Link. If I had to get any missing Link figure, I would have to get the RC. Because the RC is based on a figure that never got made, which is just incredible that they did that. Like, truly a missing Link figure. So yeah, the RC, I would have to get it, and I'd probably get it in those prototype colors. Just because that, to me, is like a piece of history. All right, next piece of news we're talking about is a new DNA design kit for Alpha Trion. So I don't have Alpha Trion, but I thought it would be interesting to cover. I've never had one of these kits. What do you guys, has anyone in chat had one of these kits? And if so, what do you think? So this kit comes with a bunch of stuff. It comes with a better version of his quill. Comes with this really cool staff with like a little matrix inside it. Some bigger wings and a whole bunch of like, I'm assuming gap fillers and just like little details to add to him. Yeah, you can get rid of those little non-pointy things and replace them with pointier ones. That's pretty cool. This figure is cool. I don't know if it's like a must get for me, but I really do love that he comes with a book and like quill. I don't like the face sculpt. I'm glad they added like a little beard. I think that looks a lot better. I get what they're doing, like he's younger so he doesn't have the long beard, but Alpha Trion doesn't look right without the long beard to me. But yeah, he's got, oh, I like that he can like hold it at an angle. That's really cool. I don't know if the normal one can do that too. And the vehicle mode looks a bit better with those wing pieces as well. Because his vehicle mode just looks a bit plain to me. Oh, I like that he can carry the book on his back. That's funny. I love the censoring here. Yeah, this is a cool DNA design kit. The Prima Prime one was really cool too. Alpha Trion shaved, and we as the TF community shamed him, and rightfully so. Let's move on to our next piece of news. We got the More Than Meets the Eyes collection, Transformers the movie Scourge, which, as far as I can tell, seems to be just a direct repaint. Not even a repaint, sorry, a reissue of the original Scourge toy. A new box, which looks cool. I like that box art, but I like that these More Than Meets the Eye collection ones have like these cool colors. Like, this should just be the standard look for the boxes, because the ones right now are so boring. But yeah, this looks fine. I've heard this is a good figure. I know he has an issue with his fingers. He's got these big old thumbs, and they have an issue where they snap off sometimes. So hopefully that is fixed for this guy. But if you want a Transformers the movie Scourge, he seems pretty perfect in my opinion. I don't know, obviously to them as well, because they haven't really tried to do anything new. Also, this article randomly just has a Scourge figure at the end. I don't know what happened here, but Scourge is just chilling at the end. I had him in the thumb broke. Yeah, I've heard many such cases. All right, next piece of news. Doug Bowser and Carla Vernon appointed to Hasbro's board of directors. So, Doug Bowser used to be the CEO of Nintendo of America. His last name is literally Bowser. That was crazy. Let's be honest. That's why he got the job, man. Like, he's probably qualified, but mainly because his last name is Bowser, right? Like, any competition he had to get the job, they were probably like, well, his last name's Bowser. I don't really remember anything about Doug Bowser. You know, Reggie Fils-Aimé was like iconic, and this guy kind of just was a normal CEO. And I have no idea who Carla Vernon is. Oh, Chief Executive Officer of the Honest Company. No idea. But they have joined the board of directors at Hasbro. Most likely because Hasbro keeps talking about moving into the game space. They have failed to do so, but they keep talking about it. God forbid they go a month or a few months without talking about the game industry and how they're gonna break into it. So they got Doug Bowser on board probably to help with that. Who knows? All these rich people are just swapping money with each other. Is Doug worse than Chris Cox? No, nobody's worse than Chris Cox. Super Mario collabs are coming. That would be the best end result of this. So let's move on to YOLO Park AMK series Beast Wars Dinobot. So YOLO Park posted a sneak peek. Oh god. Of their Dinobot they're doing, which looks... Oh man, the mouth can open and close? That's awesome. I don't really have any YOLO Park stuff, but it looks like they do great work. The sculpting here looks incredible. This is going to be like 10 out of 10 figure of Dinobot. Looks excellent. Looks just like the character, the squished sort of raptor head on his chest. It just looks pretty amazing. I can't lie. I really love the like super accurate to the cartoon Beast Wars toys. I think that's just really cool. We have a post about, this is just a bunch of photos from Prime vs. Prime's video review on the Samurai Optimus and Starscream, which these figures look really interesting. Really love what they're doing with the timelines. Whoever took these screenshots, it's so crunchy and artifacted. These look really great. I think Optimus is so cool looking. Optimus is definitely a winner for me. With the timelines ones, it seems like they always have like two really interesting ones and two really kind of mid ones. The Optimus Prime looks really cool. I love the Shogun helmet. I love that he turns into an ox pulling a cart. That's such a unique alt mode. Also a really good like translation of his G1 mode into like this sort of style where it's, he turns into a truck that pulls a trailer, so he turns into an ox that pulls a cart. And I think it's especially cool that they like transform all together. That's really interesting. Man, I want to like him, but I just kind of don't. I'm just not vibing with his look at all. Like, he looks a bit too simple compared to the Prime. Like, Prime has a bunch of like little greeble details, and then Starscream almost looks like he's toon accurate. Like he's trying to be toon accurate for a toon that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like, it's so smooth, lacking detail, while Prime is just much more greebled. It's kind of weird. Yeah, and I'm kind of a bird mode hater. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like bird mode has the issues of jet mode times 100. Concept wise, I think it's neat, but I don't know. I think the execution is a little rough. I need Boar Megatron in my life. Boar Megatron was a stroke of genius. Starscream is a reuse of the Air Razor mold. Yeah, they've reused the Air Razor mold to hell and back at this point. I think many people are over it. I love the tank. I need to get the Train Optimus. But yeah, pretty cool stuff, man. I think they're cooking. I am excited to see that Boar Megatron. I think the Bumblebee figure that comes with Boar Megatron is kind of the Starscream equivalent here, where kind of a neat idea, but just not super interesting to me. I want timelines to get even weirder. Yes, the more weird, the better. But yeah, this has been the news segment of the stream. Can't wait to see what news we have next week. Can't wait for that.